I mean, not that I have the inventory space anyway, but it never hurts to actually have a quick look around. So, in the world of Elder Scrolls, what kind of life would you prefer to lead? Nerd. What? I guess I'm the nerd. I missed. I missed with that power attack. It was so mighty and charged up, and I missed. Oh, maybe I should stand back in the future. 'Cause I'm happy, I'm feeling that I've got sunshine in a bag, and I'm useless, and not for long. The future is coming on. No. I wanted to help that guy, that person that fell. He'd be cowering in the corner. What corner? I mean, it's a large world, and there's. Yeah, it happens. Think of it like in Pokemon or whatever, like Electrode. But yeah, it's a large world, and there are like many different roles that you could fill. You could be a scholar if you chose. You could be a merchant of some sort, or you can be a minstrel, or you could be, adventurer, or part of the guards watch. You could join a thieves guild, or you can be a writer. I mean, it's very much a medieval fantasy kind of world. There aren't any like fixed things where you have to do one thing or another, or what, it's just like here, only obviously this is not here.
You're not my acolyte. Where did you come from?
And where did you go? Where do you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I'm here to help. I've closed the portals.
Very brave, acolyte. Now listen. Marvos can't last much longer. He gained control of two powerful Guardian Atronachs. They should be able to hold even Balrith. Ragebinder and Blaze, go to the braziers. Summon them and let this day be done.
Goodbye. Yeah, I would definitely study to be a mage. That's because I'm a big nerd. You know what's up. I don't know, like, for a race, I probably wouldn't go with Dunmer. I'd probably be more partial to the Khajiit. So, what kind of race would you do you feel partial to? I mean, so like, there are different kinds of elves. Like you have the Bosmer, which are the wood elves. They're all kind of sneaky and very woodland-like. They're like your rangers and druids.
Excellent. The Guardians are here. Time to bind this creature.
What do I do?
Touch the altar. Balreth's power flows into the Guardians. He should be bound, or he might explode. Anyway, be prepared for anything, apprentice.
So then you have the Ultimate, which are like high elves. They're really good at magic in general, but they're kind of racist. Well, racist is putting it lightly. They're kind of like Nazis. But not all of them are like that. Just the Aldmeri Dominion is like the suckish ones. I mean, some people are become conscripted into service against their will. So they don't want to be there, but like literally they have no choice. Then you have the Dunmer, which are like dark elves. That's what my character is. Can't really see it.
So that's what happened. I remember many mages dying.
Pretty much the Dunmer and Altmer are
shield spell. I grew
two sides
weak
of the same
holding him
coin.
in place. Then there was a bright light. Everything faded.
Only like they focus on more physical skills. They have really high magic, but they are more of your magic in one hand, sword in the other types. And then you have one of my favorite, the Argonians. They are lizard people that they're so fascinating because like, oh, let me read this. Balr's power was imbued into a pair of mage-crafted guardians.
Yes, in the here and now, the Guardians must have been disrupted or destroyed. So it's simple. Fix the Guardians, and they'll draw Balreth's power back into them. Then you can bind or kill Balreth.
Alright, so my inventory space is full, of course. So, yeah, the Argonians, they're lizard folk that, they come from these things called hist trees, which are, sentient trees. Like, think of, redwoods. How the forest of a redwood forest is actually one large organism. Think like that, only they are very intelligent. Right, so... But they're pretty intelligent. They're very stealthy. They come off as kind of strange because of the relationship with the hist. So they kind of have like this hive mentality thing going. So, and of course, the way they appear varies differently from like
I remember many mages dying, and there
group
was
to group.
something about a shield spell. Yes, in the here.
Hurry, you must go quickly. It's true. I was cowering here,
So,
but
and then
I was
you have
hoping you would
the
survive the
Khajiit,
entire time.
which are like cat people.
Did you learn how
They're
to
super
bind
cool too.
Balreth?
I don't know, like Googling all these races, yeah, you can find out a decent amount of information, but you'll find it kind of sparse and vague, or general rather.
Yes, I'm ready. What now?
Ash Mountain. Go north to the mountainside. Garin Indoril took troops there to deal with Balreth.
But yeah,
They're still there if he
the
hasn't
Khajiit,
killed them all.
they're cat people.
I'm not going to find out.
Depending on their form that they take, like the way they actually look, and such is dependent on which day of the month they're born. So that can be really cool and sometimes really messed up. I'll find Garin and tell him what I've learned. So what that means is, like, depending on what day of the month that they are born, and their phases, their physical forms are basically in line with phases of the moon. Hence, which it mattering like which day of the month they're born. Some of them look very much like the Mer, so any of the elves. Only they will have like yeah. So like if they're born on the day of a full moon or a new moon or a gibbous or whatever, or waning, waxing, yeah, it actually impacts like their physical form. So like some of them will look like Mer, which are elves, and they'll have like spots or whatever, coloration similar to like any other cat. So some of them might look like they have leopard print tattoos all over their bodies. Some will look like they have tiger stripes, etc., etc. Some of them look more like people with just cat heads and tails. And there are also some that are they look more like the hybrid werewolves that you see. They walk on two legs but are pretty much incapable of wearing normal clothing because you know, their upper body is like so large, and like their lower extremities are like I don't know, I guess it would be the new moon, the day where there's like no moon or whatever. And then you have I think if you're born on a full moon,
dark place, but the pain of losing him
you're pretty much like the size of a
I can't lose him again.
Think of like almost mammoth size. They're fairly large, and they're fully they are really big cats, like really big cats. Like imagine a saber-toothed tiger the size of a Hummer, right? Pretty huge, right? But the thing that really sucks is that they have the same amount of intelligence no matter what form they take. So imagine if suddenly you were a giant cat. You still think exactly the same way, only you're a large cat. And surprise, surprise, you can't wear clothes because you're a cat. I mean, you know, you could have clothes made, obviously. But it's just more likely than not, you'll be running around naked, and you will be aware that you're running around naked. But the trade-off is your immense physical power. I mean, you're a saber cat the size of a Hummer. Not a lot of people are going to mess with you. And of course, depending on what form you take, your ability to speak may or may not be hampered. Some are psychic, as most, or not most, a few beings can be. Who have you lost?
My dear, sweet Eanan. I'm just an Ashlander merchant. He was a noble in his house, but he didn't care. We had a secret love, but he was ready to risk his status for me. We were to be married.
Then why are you here?
He died. It was so sudden. I wasn't even allowed to attend his funeral, but I know.
So yeah, that's what a
we will
Dunmer
reunite
looks
in
like,
death.
Bala.
I can't find his tomb. I just want to talk to him one more time.
And their
Will you help
skin
me find
pigmentation varies greatly. Some are like very pale, like stereotypically Irish pale, and some are like really dark, like charcoal. And you know, you have like variations in between. And then you have like your other races. You have the Red Guard, which they look like black people. And they have their own niches. Like they are really good soldiers,